Welcome. In this playthrough of Marvel Champions, a card game, we have Magneto taking on Magneto. So down at the table for our setup, Magneto, our hero, comes in with a 2 for thwart, attack, and defense. It's got the magnetic pull ability as an action. Discard cards from the top of your deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Add that card to your hand, limit once per round. Hand size of 5 and hit points of 10. Alter Ego side, it's got a recovery of 3. He's a survivor as a response. After you change to this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile into your deck and a hand size of 6. And I'm going with aggression. So we've got 2 of the power of aggressions. Then for our allies, we've got Sunfire, Shark Girl, Tempest, Gold Balls, and Bug, Spider Girl, Marvel Boy, and Throg. Then we have 3 Clobbers, 3 Piercing Strikes, 3 Relentless Assaults, and a Lion Weight. And for our basic cards, just our double resource cards, a downtime, and an endurance. So for Magneto, the villain, he's got 2 for scheme and attack. Steady and toughness, force response. After he attacks you, place a magnet counter on the main scheme and starts with 18 health. His first main scheme, we are adding the standard sets and the acolytes. For setup, we set the orbital decay side scheme aside, then reveal the boarding party side scheme. So we've got those over here. So basically what these do is allows or sets how much damage that Magneto can sustain. So we need to go through this one to go up to 12 damage, and go through this one to get up to 18. And then with that one, once we finish it, we take steady away from Magneto. But the other side of Asteroid M, we've got 5 threat, triggers that one. Force response, after you place a magnet counter on the scheme, if there are at least 3 magnet counters here, discard cards from the encounter deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Reveal that card and then remove 3 magnet counters from the scheme. All right, finishing our setup, shuffling our encounter deck for Magneto the villain. And then for Magneto, the alter ego, soon to be hero, getting 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Got some shards, genius, power of aggression, a blast, a magic missile, and a Throg. Well, Throg with that is good. And that with a blast is good, so we'll discard those and get Asteroid M and a Clobber. All right, we're going to flip over and go ahead and use our ability. Losing some cards. All right, losing a lot of cards. Hey, found one. We found a bubble. And with that bubble, we're going to play Asteroid M. It's an alter ego action. Exhaust it, shuffle the topmost magnetic card in your discard pile into your deck, and heal a damage from your identity. Then we're going to do an electromagnetic blast, removing 3 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last of that, if there were any attachments with hero action or hero response, we could get rid of it. But we're just getting rid of those, so we can flip this over. And now we can deal 12 damage to him, and when defeated, we'll find a different card. Then we're going to bring in Throg. Thwart 1, attack 2, 2 health. After Throg enters play, give him a tough status card if you are engaged with a minion. We are not currently engaged. So he will thwart for 1, and then thwart for 2. So then we reveal the set-aside orbital decay side scheme and add this to the victory display. Orbital decay, we can now deal 18 damage to Magneto. And we are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got some magnetism, some power of aggression, clobber, piercing strike, and our cape. That's nice to see. So we get a threat, we get attacked, Throg runs in there, and Throg goes away. we get a magnet counter and an encounter card. Take the topmost magnetic card in the encounter discard pile and give it to Magneto as a face down boost card. And then Magneto activates and gets me. We don't have one, but we are going to defend anyway. So 3 damage coming our way, down to 9. All right, we are going to bring in our cape. So after we do our magnetic pull ability, exhaust this to ready Magneto. And we are going to pull and get a master magnetism. Exhaust that to ready. Guess we will put the 3 threat on there. Then we will thwart for 2. Do a piercing strike to deal 3 damage with piercing. Down to 15. And then we will clobber. Down to 12. And then we're going to flip over, putting the top 3 cards, or shuffling the top 3 cards into our deck. And then exhaust this to shuffle the topmost magnetic card into our deck, and then heal 1 up to 10. And ender turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've got a missile, piercing strike, tempest, a bug, power of aggression, and a piercing strike. All right. Scheming for base 2. If this is an attack that defeats an ally, place a magnet counter on the main scheme. Well, it is not. So we just scheme for 2. Then the encounter card is Fabian. Scheme of 1, attack of 1, 4 health. Teamwork and villainous. When defeated, the player who defeated Fabian discards cards from a counter deck until an acolyte minion is discarded. Then puts that minion into play and engage with them. All right, back to our turn. We're going to Asteroid M. Shuffle the topmost magnetic card into our deck. Heal 1, but we're already at max health. That should be ready. Okay, and then flip over. All right, we're going to start with the piercing strike. Or in this case, we're just going to strike for 3. And attack to defeat. Then we discard until we find an acolyte. Found one. All right, 5 health when defeated. The player who defeated this is confused. All right, boring. As in terrible. All right. Using our ability, we are pulling. We found wrapped in metal. She is not elite. So we will wrap her up in some metal. Hero form attached to a non-elite minion. Attached minion cannot activate and treat its text box as if it were blank. Good timing. Then a magnetic missile. Discard a minion with wrapped in metal attached. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun it. So discard 5 down to 7. And halfway stunned since it's steady. And thwart for 2. And ender turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Energy, a blast, magnetism times 2, and a clobber. All right. Gain a threat, get attacked. Defending, a base 2, just 2, so we're fine. Put another counter up here. And then a counter card. Take the topmost magnetic card. Then counter discard, give it to Magneto as a face down boost, and he activates against you. That's never good. Alright, well that boost isn't going to do anything else to us other than the, oh, just 2 damage coming away. So that was if we used an ally, it would have been bad for us. So we take 2 damage, down to 8. He tacked, so this goes up to 3. So we're going to discard till we find a magnetic card. We found one. Attached to your identity. Cannot thwart, attack, defend, or recover. As an action, exhaust your identity and spend a physical resource to discard this. Well, I guess we're going to do our ability. Can't attack. Alright, just all our basic powers. Hey, we found a wrapped in metal. It's not so much fun to be on this side of it though. So we will exhaust to ready, and then exhaust and spend a physical resource. Fortunately, we had one to discard that. And then we are defenseless yet again. So we shall remove 3 threat from a scheme. And flip over. Shuffle in the top 3 cards. Exhaust to shuffle in the topmost card and heal 1. Feel like we are not making any progress. And we're going to discard wrapped in metal. Got some endurance, some shards, a sunfire, and a piercing strike. We will gain a threat. Scheming for base 2, 5. All right, that was fun. So we went through that. Place 1 magnet counter here. If Sabotage Master Mold is not in the victory display, well, it is. So we're fine with that. All right, so we're up to 6 threat, and we've got the same stuff going on here. Then we get an encounter card. You are confused. You got that right. Place a threat on the main scheme for each magnet counter on it. So that goes up to 2, and it's our turn. All right, Asteroid M, so wrapped in metal. And we heal 1. Up to 10. Then we flip over. We thwart. We'll do our ability. We found a wrapped in metal. We were ready. We've got some metal shards. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, gain a tough status card. He had 7 on him, so we have defeated this stage of the villain. So we become tough. And he becomes tough. Steady toughness, we get an encounter card. Same ability down there, 20 health. Then we're going to bring in some endurance, giving us 3 health. up to 13. Then we're going to bring in Sunfire. If you're playing from your hands, we don't have anything to play. So he'll just come in and thwart for 1. And then we will thwart for 2. When defeated, flip this card and reveal Physical Strain. Attachment to Magneto. Permanent, he loses steady, so now he actually is stunned. And ender turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a blast, wrapped in metal, our armor, and a couple clobbers. All right, we add a threat. He goes to attack, chooses not to, loses stunned. We get an encounter card. First one, exhaust each upgrade and support you control. Place a magnet counter on the main scheme. That's not nice of him at all. So we get 2 counters, or up to 2 now. Then a magnetic missile with surge. When revealed, defeat a sentinel minion in play. We don't have any. Then take 5 damage. You may discard X cards from your hand to prevent X of that damage. Well, we're going to take all 5 damage, or in this case, toughness. And then deal 1 damage to each character you control and place a magnet counter on the main scheme. All right, well, he goes away. We take a damage. That goes up to 3. We go looking for a magnetic card. Exhaust each upgrade and support you control. Place a magnet counter on the main scheme. Okay, done. Deja vu. Then we remove 3, so we've got 1 up there. All right, back to our turn. We're going to put some armor on. So after we resolve our pull ability, if we discarded at least one of the following resources, we will get either, well, we'll get +1 thwart, +1 attack, and or +1 defense. Then we're going to do that ability. All right, +1 attack. Basically what I like doing is putting some tokens on there to help my memory. And then, all right, we got everything. So that's for our attack, that's for defense, and that is for thwarting. This is also for thwarting. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, and if there's an attachment with hero action or hero response, we can remove it from him, but there isn't any. And then we swing for 3 or 0 and ender turn. We'll discard it. Founder helmet. Get an encounter card for going through our deck and do some shuffling. All right, so we've got 4 more cards coming our way. And that one doesn't belong in there. Did I mess up any more? All right, got all the right colors. One, two, three, 4. Piercing Strike, Throg, Spider-Girl, and we're a genius. Add a threat, get attacked, we defend for 3. He's coming at us for 3. Give Magneto a tough status card and a face down boost. So he's tough and he's got a boost. So it's just 3 coming on our 3, so we took no damage. Gets a token. We get an encounter card. We are magnetically sealed. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each ally in play. All right, there aren't any. 2 threat. And then Magneto's got a helmet. we've got a helmet, but his goes into play. So it cannot be confused. Hero response: after your hero makes a basic attack against him, we can spend one of each type of resource to discard this. I'll just start moving some things down for his helmet and his next boost card. So back to our turn, we lose our markers. We are going to put our helmet on. We gain steady. We can exhaust it to generate a wild resource for a magnetic card. Then we're going to do our pull ability. We've got a wild, doesn't help us at all. Physical. All right, we've got the magnetic sampler. And then exhaust that to ready there. Then we're going to bring in Spider Girl. 4/1, attack for 2, 2 health. After you play her from your hand, stun and confuse a minion. She's going to attack to get rid of Tough. And then we are hitting for 3, down to 17. And yep, that's her turn. We're going to go ahead and keep Throg. Marvel Boy, Shark Girl. All right, allies meet up. Magic Missile and a Relentless Assault. So we get a threat. Getting attacked. Defending. That's a boost. Oh goodness. 6 plus 3, 9 damage coming through. Thank you, Spider Girl. Then we get our third marker up here, so we go find a magnetic card. You are stunned, but in our case we're half stunned, so I'll put that down here. Place a threat on the main scheme for each magnet counter on it, which is officially 3. So now it just went up to 5, and then we remove 3. And encounter card. You got a scheme of 2, attack for 2, 4 health, and comes in with toughness. When defeated, give the villain a tough status card. If the villain already has a tough status card, heal him 4 damage. All right, we lose our markers. We're going to thwart for 2. Get rid of that. Then do our ability. Got a physical, more physical. That's some defense, and that's some more defense. Then ready. Okay, we're going to bring in a Throg. 4/1, attack for 2 and 2 health. After you enter his play, give him a tough status card if you're engaged with a minion. We are engaged. So he's a tough Throg. Then we are going to thwart for 2. Bring that down to 3. Then we are going to blast, removing 3 threat from a scheme. And since that removed all the threat, we may discard an attachment with the text hero action or hero response to knock his helmet off. And end her turn. Magnetic Missile, Tempest, some shards, Clobber, and a Relentless Assault. We get a threat. Then Magneto goes to attack. Throg jumps in the way. For 3, give Magneto a tough status card and a face down boost. And he loses tough. Then attacking for 2. Down to 10. Oh, forgot. You got a token there. And then our encounter card. Shadows of the Past. That's not going to go well. All right, we found Frenzy. Schema 2, attack for 2, 4 health, and quick strike. Force response. After she attacks you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Then Martyr for mutants. When defeated, the defeating player discards the top 9 cards of their deck. Comes in with 3 threat. And we'll shuffle. Oops. Which one's our nemesis? Never mind about her. It's Exodus. Schema 2, attack for 2 and 6 health. Steady, toughness, and villainous. After he attacks you, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to his attack. And then these 3 get shuffled in here. Well, that took a turn for the worse. All right, back to our turn. We are going to bring in Tempest. Thwart a 1, attack a 1, 2 health. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait, which we do. Send interrupt. The villain wood scheme, discard her. Cancel that activation, deal yourself a face down encounter card. So we will bring her in. Those are reset. Attacking to get rid of tough. Then attacking to get rid of tough. Then using our ability. Got some defense, more defense, and some defense and some thwarting power. So our cape lets us ready. And then we can use our helmet, and that deal 7 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, gain a tough status. We will defeat here. Then thwart for 3. Defeating player discards the top 9 cards of their deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's all the damage we can do, unless I want to flip over, which would definitely go through that. Do we care? I don't think I do. Yeah, so I'm flipping over, but I'm tough. But who knows? Yeah, we're flipping over because we're going to draw too many cards. So flipping over, shuffle the top 3 into here, then the top magnetic gets shuffled in, and we heal 1. Okay, so none of that matters. I don't think that matters either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Piercing strike, some shards, gold balls, relentless assault, power of aggression, and some downtime. All right, we get a threat. Scheming for base 2, 5. So that is going to trigger this going away. We place 2 magnetic counters here. Physical strain is not attached to Magneto, but it is, so nothing else happens. So 2 counters, 1 threat, same ability, except now if we go through this one, we lose. Then she schemes for 2, taking us up to 3, and her encounter card. He has the teamwork item. I got to go back a step, because when that Exodus came in, she would have triggered him to attack us. We didn't have toughness yet, so we'll just say that was 2. All right, we would have taken 2 more damage. We'd be down to 9. And now with him coming in, I was thinking that person had to have the teamwork, but it's if anyone, but only this one will activate, so he schemes for 1. I think that gets us up close enough. Actually, no, I had it right the first time. So after a minion with teamwork enters play and engages a player, if there's at least one other minion that shares the specified trait, the minion that just entered play activates against the player it is engaged with. So we can get our health back. I was fine earlier, overthought it here. He came in, he's got teamwork, there's another one, so he thwarted for 1, and we're done. So back to our turn. Hopefully I got that right. Hate starting over or messing up this late in the game. So we're going to do Asteroid M. Wrapped in Metal, gets shuffled in. Hard to shuffle 2 cards, but hey, here we go. We heal 1 up to 12, and then we flip over. All right, we're going to use this card for a resource to help do Metal Shard. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, gain a tough status card. We're defeating him. Discard each stunned and confused status card from the villain and give it a face down boost. Good enough. So he gets a boost. And we are already tough. We'll thwart for 2. Then we're going to do our ability. Found a Wrapped in Metal. That is mental. Use our cape to ready. We're going to Wrap in Metal. She is not elite, so everything about her is blanked. Then we'll just keep that in check and attack for 2. Down to 15. Ending her turn. That's not going to matter anymore. Keep gold balls, go through our deck. We found our bubble. Get an encounter card and shuffle. So 3 more cards. Sunfire, Clobber, and a Piercing Strike. All right, get a threat. Getting attacked. We are tough, so we're just going to take it. So it's base 3, 4, 5. 5 coming our way, we lose toughness. This goes up to 3. Go looking for a magnetic card. We find one. When revealed, each player places the top 6 cards of their deck face down here. And when defeated, Magneto activates against us. So 3 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And get another encounter card. Quick Strike. After she attacks you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. So we take 2. And then we lose Energy and Marvel Boy. And resolve the when defeated ability of each Acolyte minion engaged with you. If you're not engaged with an Acolyte, discard cards until we find one. Well, she just came in. That one is ignored. Resolve the when defeated ability. Doesn't have any. If you're not engaged with an Acolyte minion, discard cards from the counter deck until minion is discarded. Alright, well, I guess we got lucky with that one. Alright, back to our turn. Attacking for 2 and attacking for 2. Then do our ability, wild and physical. Physical gets us +1. Nice. Then we will use that for our magnetic missile. Discard a minion with wrapped in metal attached. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun it. So discarding, not defeated. Down to 10. And stunned. Then use our cape to ready. Then we're going to bring in gold balls. Thwart a 1, attack a 1/3 health. When he attacks, discard up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. He gets +X attack for this attack, where X is the number of cards discarded this way. Attacking for 1, 2, 3, and 4. But down to 6. And then we're +1, so we'll attack for 3. And we'll keep the extra defense. End her turn. We'll keep her bubble. Oh, we're on the offensive. Wrapped in metal, piercing strike, downtime, relentless assault, and relentless assault. Gain a threat. Goes for an attack. Remove stunned because he no longer has steady. And counter card. Oops. We add another one, so there was actually 3 there. Counter card is Fabian. He's got guard. When defeated, the defeating player discards top 4 cards of their deck. Then back to us. Alright, relentless assault. Hero action. Deal 5 damage to minion if you paid for this card using a physical resource. This attack gains overkill, and the excess damage from this attack can be dealt to the villain. Because we're not attacking the villain, we're attacking here. So 1 goes through, taking him down to 2. Let's see, discard the top 4 cards of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Magneto attacks for 2 and is able to take out standard Magneto. So that took a while. Hopefully that one mistake I did, or the mistakes I didn't make, but then tried to fix and then had to go back and fix. Hopefully that didn't affect anything there. So that was Magneto on Magneto. As always, hope you enjoyed this video. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.